Hey, welcome back to my channel. Yesterday I posted on my various social channels about NSX issue which was recently discovered, and today let's try to remediate it. I haven't done it myself, so I'll be doing this live with you. So let's have a look. Okay, so first of all, let's open angrysysops.com, and if you scroll down on my blog, you can see in the latest articles, recent posts, that we have upcoming NSX Transport Node certificate expiry issue. And I described what the issue is and how to fix it. So once we read that through and we know what the issue is about, then let's try to fix it. To fix it, we have to download the script called NSX CARR script, and that script is available on the Broadcom website. So the link to the website is on my blog. All right. Now, once we scroll down, you see there's a script. Okay, so let's click on that arrow and download it. And we can see that's been downloaded. So let's have a look. Let's have a look what's inside actually. So as you can see, it's not just a script, which is this, but it has lots of different files. So we have to copy the whole tar file into our environment. So there's two things worth to mention, that you can either copy that directly to NSX node, any node will do, or you can run from vCenter. And I will be running from vCenter because it's easier for me to copy the script to vCenter using WinSCP. Need to do, as you can see over here, if there's an issue copying the script to vCenter, you may need to change the shell to bash vCenter, and this is exactly what we need to do, and I show you this why in a few seconds. Because if we SSH to the vCenter, yeah, you see this is not a bash shell. So what we need to do, we need to do one command, and you need to do change shell -s bin bash. And of course the command is unknown because the first I need to go to that shell. So we just type in word shell. Of course, if I can spell not shield shell. Okay, now we have a shell, yes? Right, so now let's do that command. Okie dokie. Now this shell is enabled, and if you SSH back to vCenter, that shell, the bash shell, will stay there. So now we should be able to log in with WinSCP. The very important thing is that script has to be run from the root directory. It cannot be run from temp directory. So the simple, we just need to grab that and drag on the other side. And as you can see, transfer is commencing now, and in a few moments we will have that file in the vCenter. All right, so let's have a look. And we can see it's there. Okay, so now we have to unpack this package. let's go into this folder. And now we just need to launch the script. So let's have a look how it works. And now there's a one very important thing which I didn't mention before running that script, and it's on me, it's my fault. You have to have a backup, all right? With NSXT, and I get that from support actually, snapshots are not ideal. So make a backup, make a real backup, not a snapshot, okay? I have those nodes backup on daily basis. That's why I can run it, but backup first. Okay, so enter IP of the management node. Any node will do, as I said. Now password for admin user. Now root password. You see that is failure because root logging for SSH is not enabled, and this is true, it's not enabled. Let's enable that access for this time being. So let's enable it temporarily. Not duplicate session, just create a new one. New session. I will log into the same node. Right, so we are now logged in as a root, and now we need to enable root login. So okay, and let's check. Of course, I won't get a get command over here. Okay, let's check if that worked. So let's run the script again. Okay, admin password. Now root password. So let's check something. Oh. Okay, we're learning every day. Okay, and now let's check if that's been enabled. Okay, it's enabled now. So you see I'm making mistakes. I'm just a human and I don't know everything. But together we can help each other and we can figure out all the problems. So the first error which I get over there, if you can see here, with the get instruction was command was not found because I was already root. And it accept that command set SSH root login, well, it didn't. These commands are meant to be run from admin. So on admin account, I was able to set root login and it's enabled now. So the third time is the charm, yes? So let's have a look again. You see, it's asking me for another node root password. Should we enable before? Let's do it. Let's enable before I put that password. So let's create a new session and let's go to the node it's asking us. Oh. Ooh. And is that SSH not enabled? Okay. Could be. Okay. So what do you want? Do you want to try and see if it will go through, or should we enable, like, let's have a look, let's try. If it won't work, then we will know. So let's put the password over there. I think it will not work, but let's have a look. Maybe that would be better if I would run from NSXT, but it was easier for me to copy to vCenter. It's no problem. We will enable access all 3 nodes. Okay, so I logged in to the console. Let's enable root login to that node. Okay. Root login enabled. Okay. Okay, so let's try to start SSH. Okay. And now the script should run. Okay, so let me double check the password for root. Now it should work. Okay, that worked. So now the last node in my cluster, and I think I have to do the same process. So enable root login and SSH. So this is 16. Okay, and the same task. So the first we enable SSH, and now we are going to enable root login. Yeah. Okay. Right. So now I am going to provide a root password for my third node. And let's see, it's validating now. This is only for self-signed certificate. So for the regular certificate and your CA certificate, you need to do your standard process. So let's say yes. Okay, and as you can see, no problems left. Right. Thank you guys. That's all for today. I hope that was interesting. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Click notification bell not to miss another video and keep your environment safe.